Welcome to the Peak TV, where becoming your best self is our goal. I'm Ashley Russo, and this is Virtual in the Valley. Inspired by John Krasinski's Some Good News, we wanted to share with you the positivity and amazing things happening right here in our Lehigh Valley. This week's episode is dedicated to fitness, health, and community. We hope that you'll enjoy.
The world has changed, whether we want to admit it or not. How are we making sure that we're coming out of proactive, we're coming out happy, productive, understanding the needs coming out of COVID? Promise Neighborhoods, we are a nonprofit organization that's serving Allentown, spreading into the entire Lehigh Valley. We are here to help people have a chance to increase a sense of hope, a sense of agency, and a sense of belonging. Zero Youth Violence is Promise Neighborhood's city collaborative. We are aiming to end violence for children. Baby essentials are crucial because it works with our whole understanding of violence. A nervous parent may do things that may be uncharacteristic of who they are. The baby's crying because the diapers haven't been changed in a while. Or they're hungry, so the baby's crying, which can unnerve a new parent. So by us taking that burden off of a parent's brain, it gives them that moment of peace that they can then be more effective for their families. We set up a 24-hour hotline where you can call and ask for help. Those calls are returned within 24 hours, and we are able to determine what you may need. Our main focus has been diapers here, but we do connect you to other agencies that may be able to service a need that we're not doing. Recently, United Way has gotten involved. So far, we have given out well over 28,000 diapers across the city. We've helped a little over 200 families. It's been a great partnership with United Way. United Way has given us masks that we've been able to pass out within the community. We've been able to give out books and toys to families that need it. The impact that you can make on someone's life, at a moment of need, is amazing. It allows us to be a real beacon of light.
Hey everybody, I am being joined by a host of supporters from the Mercy School for Special Learning in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
You're welcome, Ashley.
My pleasure. Thank you, Ashley.
Well, I want to start with Beth Griss. Beth, you are the principal at Mercy School. Tell us a little bit about what Mercy School is and how you've adapted to help your students and their families at home during this difficult time.
Mercy is a school as part of the Diocese of Allentown for students with intellectual and developmental disabilities. So the moment that the governor closed schools, we got into immediate action and decided how we were going to handle it. So what we do now is we send packets out to parents every 2 weeks with practical information, with hands-on activities for the students to complete at home. As students with special needs are struggling during this time, we have done everything we can to stay connected not only to them, but also to our families. For our population of students, understanding why they have not been in school has been very, very difficult for them. They miss their friends, they miss their teachers, and our teachers miss them. The biggest thing that we have been able to do to support them and to support the families is to keep that connection strong.
I know the love that your teachers have for their students, and it really is amazing to see. Mark, I want to turn to you. You're the Director of Development at Mercy School, and you guys have some great fundraising efforts throughout the year, which of course had to be halted or changed, but you found a really creative workaround. Tell me a little bit about Mercy Mondays at Arts Quest.
Well, it all began with the fact that we had to cancel our Little Really Big Show, the second annual event, which was going to take place in June, but because of the virus, we needed to cancel, obviously. The founder of the Really Big Show brand, Rich Franchella, and his committee and I got together, put our heads together and said, what if we do something virtually? How could that look? What would it look like? And here we are today, 4 weeks later. Basically, it has become, Ashley, a 4-week series every Monday streamed by Arts Quest. So we're grateful for their support. And it's been a lot of fun.
It's been amazing to see the the community come together, but you've also got some big star power, like people across the country, well-known names who have participated to support Mercy through music, entertainment, messaging. Tell us a little bit about that.
Starting with Craig Thatcher, who's a favorite son of Lehigh Valley. He's been terrific. We had Lou Holtz, a historically great coach from Notre Dame, Jay Wright, basketball coach at Villanova, Art Garfunkel Jr., Vonda Shepard, Michael Kavanaugh. The list really goes on. It's been a really wonderful array of talent. And these are all people, too, who shared with the audience during their time on the show, please support Mercy School during this difficult time, and very grateful. And so they've been very gracious with their time and with their talent.
You mentioned the fundraising piece, and of course that's a component for so many nonprofits right now. How are they going to connect not only their donors, but their volunteers? So I want to turn to one of your star volunteers, Missy Capobianco. Missy, you got involved with Mercy a couple of years ago. You've been a staple there, donating your time and talent and treasure to that school. Tell me a little bit about this shift and how you've been able to stay connected through Mercy Mondays.
I started volunteering about 3 years ago when I got to know Mercy School during this COVID. This Mercy Monday idea was so cool and so new and innovative. And I thought maybe my girls could be one of the acts for Mercy Monday #4, which is.
And they're really, really talented musicians. So you're a musical family. What did the girls say? Because there's a lot of celebrities on this thing. And of course, the Mercy students, who are, to me, always the highlight. But tell me a little bit about what the girls' reaction was and how they enjoyed participating in this.
When I discussed it with them, they said, oh, sure, whatever. If Uncle Mark needs me to do something, okay, great. But then it got into this, well, do you know who's going to be on with you? And Lou Holtz is going to be speaking, and Jay Wright and Mark Martell. And so they were a little nervous as it started to approach week #4.
Yeah, well, they're so talented. It's neat to see the community come around Mercy at this time. Beth, how has that been? How's it felt for you as the principal, for your families, to see the various ways people are connecting, being innovative?
Honestly, when this all started and we really didn't know what tomorrow was going to bring, I was very worried. Mercy needs to be here. Mercy needs to exist for our families and our students. So we were looking for innovative ways, and dealing with a virtual big show on our Mercy Mondays has really given us excitement for the future. It's let us know more directly, there are so many people supporting our school. And in a time such as this, it's so meaningful for us to feel that love and support.
These children need the school. Their families need the school. Almost the entire operation is driven by donations that come from small donors, major donors, foundations. It's all privately raised, all this money. And we have a wonderful team that we've built around us. But it doesn't stop there. The power of this virtual messaging has been bigger than I ever thought it would be. And it's helpful to get the message out beyond just the borders of Lehigh Valley. And that's been the goal all along, right, Beth? We've really tried to get the message out so that Mercy's no longer a secret. The secret's out. And so we're grateful for that and for this whole endeavor.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. If you don't know about Mercy School, check it out. I promise you will get more back than you would ever give. So we thank you guys, Missy and Beth and Mark, and continued success with Mercy School, and so much love to all of your families at Mercy. They're special, special, wonderful children.
In these unprecedented times, we find our school classrooms, hallways, and fields empty. We miss the noise, the laughter, and the smiles. But now, more than ever, the focus is on family, good health, and keeping our students safe. So while our buildings may be closed, our schools remain open. The soul and spirit of our buildings is alive and well in our students who are at home learning alongside their first teachers, their parents, as they partner with our teachers and school leaders. Led by an unwavering faith in our students' future, all of our schools have successfully transitioned to a virtual instructional delivery system and will continue to provide quality education that is uniquely and authentically Catholic for the final weeks of the school year. We are in this together. The learning continues.
All right, everybody, I am being joined by the Network Senior Administrator and the Director of Fitness and Sports Performance at St. Luke's University Health Network. John, thanks for being here.
Ashley, thank you for having us. We're excited to be here today.
Well, John, we've done a lot of fitness with you over the years, and you've had us all different places, including these amazing gyms that St. Luke's has. But recently, you've had to change and go virtual. Tell us a little bit about the pivot that you've made and how you've kept people interested and excited about being fit.
So thankfully, working with our network and our IT department, we were able to convert to what we call Microsoft Teams, and we now do virtual workouts for all of our fitness members, as well as a lot of our community members and hospital employees on a regular basis from our centers. And they're actually doing it right within the comforts of their own home or in their work office space.
And it's been pretty amazing to see how many people are showing up for these classes. So tell me a little bit about the difference between your traditional training in a gym and the training that you're doing now.
Well, what's really exciting is we get as many as 200 people in some of our classes. So it's just been absolutely fantastic.
Wow, it's so great to see people focused on their health and wellness during this time. One of the things I found to be a challenge is that I feel like I'm sitting a lot more during the day than I'm used to. Is there a way that people could incorporate some exercises and activities into their everyday work routine in addition to maybe some classes?
Absolutely. And if you want, we can actually do it right now. You and I, we can actually get up and start moving.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to jump up then. Let me adjust the camera here.
Okay.
Jump up here. Let's see if I move my chair out of the way. A little more. All right, so give me an example. What's an exercise that I could try right from my home office?
Cross your arms across your upper extremity, okay? And now all we're gonna do is we're gonna come down and we're gonna touch our butt to the chair and then come back up, all right? And we're gonna do as many reps. Now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go for 30 seconds, okay? We're gonna go nice and quick and we're gonna get a nice tempo going as we do this, but we're gonna maintain good form. Are you ready to go?
Ready.
All right, here we go. All right, let's go.
The chair is
Stay with me now. There you go. Good.
Oh, John, this seems like something that would be so easy to do just in the middle even of a call or in between calls. You only need 30 seconds.
Correct. And the beauty of it is you can do it multiple times throughout the day so you can get the maximum benefit of a workout, but doing it in small blocks throughout the day so you don't have to take a long period of time to get this done. If you want to make it more challenging, you can grab something in your office, some books, even your computer, hold them against your body and use them as resistance. So it adds weight to your workout.
All right, so I've taken a break. I've done some squats. What other quick exercises could I do in between meetings or on my lunch break and build into my workday?
Grab onto the chair. All right, you can put your feet on the floor.
Okay.
And let's do chair dips. We're going to work our shoulders and our arms now. Okay.
It actually feels great just to do a little movement right on my desk chair.
And you know, while you're on the call, you can be doing these movements, and the person on the call, and you can stay focused on what you're talking about while you're getting a nice workout at the same time.
You know, and one of the things that's nice is here I am using a dining room chair, but I've also got behind me my island. I've got stools. You know, you've got your desk chair. There are so many ways to just get movement in your own house. I love that. What about using a table or an island or your desk? What else could I do?
Okay, so let's do push-ups, okay? So I'm going to turn my chair sideways just so you can see me, okay? So with push-ups, just put your hands on the chair.
Okay.
All right? Bring your feet back a little bit and drop our chest down and push up. Okay?
Wow, those are pretty hard already.
They are challenging.
What I love about these exercises is they can be quick but effective. You know, you're really getting that quick workout in the middle of your day. And if you were to do this, say, 3 times as a 10-minute break, could you feel like you had accomplished a workout at the end of the day?
Absolutely. And if you think about it, if you do 3 or 4 exercises every break and you do it 3 or 4 times a day, you're doing, 12 to 15 sets of exercises, which is a full workout.
So these are a bunch of sort of small, short, quick exercises you can do in the middle of your workday. But if somebody is looking to join one of your classes, get a really great St. Luke's metabolic workout, tell us how they can do that.
So the simplest way is go to sluhn.org and go under our Fitness and Sports Performance Center's website, and we can tell you exactly where to go for classes. You can log on using our Microsoft Teams format at St. Luke's, and you can participate with us. Right now we're running classes Monday and Wednesday evenings at 6 p.m., Fridays at 4 p.m., and Saturdays at 10 a.m. And we're going to be expanding that class schedule within the next week. So we'll have a more comprehensive class schedule over the next week for everyone.
Well, John, always super useful information. If you have not trained with John Graham and the great team at St. Luke's Fitness and Sports Performance, you're missing out. So get active, stay fit, and do what you can. Thanks, John, for joining us.
Ashley, it's my pleasure. It's always great to see you and always great to be a part of Peak TV.
48, 49,
350. Oh, thanks, John Graham. Great ideas for working out at home. Now let's take a look at an alliance of organizations helping to feed our front lines.
Hi, my name is Justin Fretz. I'm the owner of Eastern Wine Project. During this time, it's important for us to give back to the community.
Not only are restaurants struggling, but our frontline workers are putting in more hours than they ever have, and they need to be shown a little bit of gratitude.
A few weeks ago, we decided to send a few meals to some local hospitals around the Easton area, and since then we've seen an outpour of local businesses wanting to contribute to that effort.
This is a perfect way to get involved as a member of this community to help not only another business, but to also support those out there on the front lines. So I've decided to sponsor a lunch every week with the Easton Wine Project.
With those partnerships, we're able to expand and bring a lot more meals to those frontline workers.
So now my initiative is to ask you, the other business owners out there that may be available to help, to sponsor a lunch so you're supporting a local restaurant and also supporting the front lines. You can contact us via email at hello@mavagency.com, or you can get additional information at mavagency.com.
What an amazing and delicious contribution to our community. Let's take a look at what one of our team members is cooking up.
Ooh, the wind. Too windy. I'll close the window. Hey everyone, today I'm going to be bringing you a recipe for bread. I'll be making a sun-dried tomato and provolone bread. It's not a yeast-based bread, so it will be a little easier, but it'll still be bread and it'll still be delicious. So let's get started. All right, here are all the ingredients I'll need for this bread. I'm going to grate the provolone cheese. The cheese is grated, my arm is tired, and the next thing I'm gonna do is go on Amazon and buy a sturdier cheese grater so it doesn't take so long next time. I'm going to get the oven preheating to 350 while I put everything together. You don't want to over stir this, that adds too much air into the mixture, so you just want to just barely combine it all together. And we have our dough. The recipe says to use 3 loaf pans. I only have 2 loaf pans, so it's quarantine, so you gotta make do with what you've got. I don't see how this would go into 3 pans. This doesn't make any sense. So anyway, these are going to go in the oven now at 350 degrees for about 40 to 45 minutes. Smells so good. They didn't rise as much as I thought. 3 pans I feel like would have been wrong, but what do I know? So this is what it looks like, the finished product. And so now I'm gonna cut into it. It's nice and soft. It looks really good. That's really good. I hope you really enjoyed watching this video. I know I had a ton of fun making this bread. It was something new that I've never done before, and I think it turned out really great. So make sure you like and subscribe and keep following the Peak TV for more recipes.
Businesses throughout the valley are offering new and creative ways to get you what they have and what you need.
Hashtag OpenWeStandLV features hundreds of retailers and restaurants on every main street, as well as valley-wide community posts.
You'll be amazed at the number of choices you still have. So tell your friends, hashtag OpenWeStandLV. See what's open.
As social distancing has become the new norm, we've been able to see all of the creative ways our community is giving back, all at a safe distance. Take a look. As hospitals and other organizations continue to use life-saving personal protective equipment, the need to figure out a faster and more effective way to sterilize these items emerged. After joining forces with Lehigh University, healthcare professionals at St. Luke's, along with their sterile processing department, found a solution using UVC light to sanitize equipment. The existing sanitation units were only able to hold 30 masks at a time. And now, this new upgraded device can sanitize 200 masks every 8 minutes. These two organizations communicated over Zoom and email to create, install, and test this device, all in a matter of 2 weeks. The staff at VIA of the Lehigh Valley are hard at work, continuing to support their clients through limited community participation and in-home and behavioral support services. VIA is also able to provide teleservices and home visits to help with shopping, cleaning, and other tasks. The VIA team is working diligently to help clients adapt to unexpected changes from the virus and the need for social distancing. They are providing critically needed services in innovative ways while keeping themselves, participants, and the community safe. Windcrest Farm, located outside of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, is a cage-free egg farm and has recently lost one of their biggest wholesale accounts due to the pandemic. This means a lot of eggs will go to waste if they can't find new buyers. However, thanks to local businesses like the Nesting Box Farm Market and Creamery and Tucker Silk Mill, these eggs are being distributed back into the community. If you would like to support the Zimmerman family or donate eggs to a local food bank, just check out Tucker Silk Mill's website to learn more. I'm Katie, and that was a peek at the Valley.
Our Lehigh Valley is filled with truly generous people and organizations making a real difference. Now let's see how St. Luke's and Miller Keystone are working together.
The first symptoms I was experiencing was a really bad cough. I've been monitoring what the CDC and the World Health Organization was recommending. Recognizing some of the symptoms that I had, I contacted my wife and told her what was going on. She made a recommendation that I go to St. Luke's Hospital to get tested for COVID.
My normal duties are to see patients in a wide spectrum of settings and illnesses. Since the pandemic has come, the focus has largely shifted to inpatient care.
I had previously went to the doctors and he said I had a sinus infection, and that was on Friday. By the weekend, I was coughing profusely, so I went to the emergency room. First, they took tests for pneumonia. They found that I had pneumonia. Then they took the COVID-19 test and it proved positive. They put me on a ventilator and I was in a coma for 24 days until finally I got the plasma.
Reports coming out across the world and across the country about convalescent plasma transfusions being beneficial in patients who have more severe illness. And the basis for that is that in patients who have recovered from the illness, their bodies have made antibodies that in our more critically ill patients, they may not have had time for their bodies to make those same antibodies. So by transfusing plasma to our sicker patients, we're hopeful that in addition to all of the other medications and treatments that we're providing, we'll see positive outcomes. They need to be symptom-free for 28 days or symptom-free for 14 days with a repeat negative test.
I have recovered and I've gotten through this challenge in my life. Knowing that I have the critical antibodies that could impact someone's life in a positive way, I feel as though it's my obligation to do that, just so that way I can help save lives.
I am so thankful that St. Luke's took a chance on me to give me that plasma because I'm here today. This plasma donation saved my life.
When I first found out that I can donate my convalescent plasma, I was excited. I need to do this. I want to do this. Being able to give back to my community, it really does make me feel proud and that I'm accomplishing my mission.
We've had a tremendous response, both from the community and from the St. Luke's family of healthcare workers, physicians, nurses. And to be honest, I'm not surprised. That's the St. Luke's nature. People want to help their family. We've really been able to collaborate as a network and utilize and optimize resources where the resources are needed. We've had great success at St. Luke's administering medication protocols and other maneuvers to help optimize these outcomes. And I believe that adding plasma is going to only prove to improve those outcomes.
All the staff, nurses and doctors, treated me with the utmost respect. They were almost like family the way they treated me.
Everybody has risen to the occasion and then some at St. Luke's. It's been a very humbling experience, and I'm really proud to be working side by side all of you.
St. Luke's saved my life, and I am so grateful.
Hi, I'm I'm Dr. Wayne Saunders from St. Luke's OMS, your Center for Oral Surgery. We're open and are following all CDC and PA Department of Health guidelines. Our goal is to treat you in the safest environment possible. If you are experiencing pain or any dental urgency, please give our office a call. We're open Monday through Friday at our Bethlehem and Easton locations, and we are accepting appointments and walk-ins. As we continue to navigate during this difficult time with COVID-19, we at St. Luke's OMS are here for you.
Thank you so much to St. Luke's and all the first responders for continuing to work hard and keep our community safe. And thanks to all of you for doing your part and staying home. We hope you've enjoyed this special edition of the Peak TV Virtual in the Valley. For information from anything from today's show, go to our website at thepeaktv.com. And remember, every day is an opportunity to be your best self. This is The Peak. Okay, ready? Welcome to the... Well, just kidding. For information from anything today's from today. Now let's take a look at one of the what? Delicious and what? Oh, amazing.
Yes.
Our Lehigh Valley is full of and the sun keeps getting brighter and brighter on us.
Like what you saw? Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss another video.
To see more of the Peak TV, check out our website, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and catch us on WFMZ Channel 69.